or why do you think that a lot of African Americans are not coming to Africa? They're in Thailand, they're in DR, they're in Colombia, but we don't have so much of attraction of people coming back and doing things on the mother continent.
I've said this on my community posts in a few of my videos. Not all, but a lot of those black dudes that travel don't like black women. And my donations in Thailand showed it, and the donations here show it.
Whoa, so you're saying, wait a minute, you're saying that you got more financial support?
When I had a Thai chick that dressed like a whore.
So hi guys, so I had written an article and also made a video based on this short from Auston.
On the other hand, somebody also says, oh, we would like to see more faces of the women down there, not the same group. But when I had the Asian girl in Thailand, nobody had a problem with seeing her face every day. Nobody, donations went through the roof. Whenever, I mean, there people are donating while I'm here too, and I appreciate everybody. But I do notice when it's a non-black woman, the donations go through the roof. And that's why it never fails when I say, since I've been out here, that I hate black people or black women is coming out of the audience faster than ever.
So as you just listened, Auston says that the donations to him went down when he moved to Africa, and that when his audience tells him they're tired of seeing the same girls over and over. And Auston says, but you were not saying that when I was bringing the same Thai woman over and over. And from that, I made the correct conclusion. I said that the reason they don't like to see the women over and over, the reason the donation went down when Auston started bringing black African women is because these black passport men do not like black women. They don't like the blackness of black women. And I said that is what Auston means. Auston means that a lot of black passport bros do not like black women because of their blackness. They don't like the blackness of black women. Then this guy came to the comment section and he left this long comment where he somehow brings black American women into the discussion, and he said that Auston was saying that black American women thought Auston didn't like black women, but now they see him in Africa, they realize that he likes black women, and there are now more black American female viewers of Auston. And I'm like, Auston never even mentions black American women in any not in the short, not even in the longer video. So I'm like, he could not be talking about black American women, because if you really think about it, why would black American women be donating more to Auston when he was with a Thai girl, but donating less when he is with African women? And why would black American women say that they are tired of seeing black African women? I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Black American women, Auston was not talking about black American women. And the other point he tried to make was that because we went back and forth for like 20 replies, and then another 6 on another thread, on this thread. So he tried to say that when Auston was talking about the guys who donated when he was in Thai, but they're not donating now, he was talking about non-black guys. Like he said that Auston has the diverse audience, and of course the non-black guys they want to see him with Thai girls, where they like to see Thai girls, they like to see non-black women. So that's whom he was talking about. And I'm like, why would Auston be talking about those guys? Because isn't it to be expected that non-black guys wouldn't really like to would like to see women from their own race, right? So it wouldn't be a surprise that the non-black guys were not really interested in watching African girls. So why would Austin make a video, almost berating his audience if he was just talking about the non-black guys? Because he would expect them not to be really interested, in watching, his videos from Africa. But the guy he was never convinced. But guess what? Austin was not just saying that black passport bros hate black women. In this video, he has been saying it over and over. The introduction that the introduction video is from an interview he had with O'Shea Duke Jackson on Kenganda channel. And there he says that a lot of the black guys do not like black girls. Don't like black girls. They don't like black girls because black girls are black. They don't like blackness. And he even tweeted about it. He tweeted in, I think that was back in June. He tweeted something like, I went to Africa and my hate went down to nearly zero from black American women, and this up 100% from black American men. Pay attention, a good number of passport bros hate black women. And he could not be talking about, the context tells you that when he said a good number of passport bros, the passport bros he's talking about are black passport bros. So he has been saying that passport bros hate, black women. And it could not have, they hate black women because, black women are black. It could not have been their attitude, because you could not say that the attitude of black women in America and black women in Africa are the same. They are raised in two different cultures, so you could not be hating black African women because of their attitude. You don't even know them enough to know what their attitude is. So the thing that they hate in the black African women is the same thing they hate in the black American women, which is their blackness. And so Auston Holleman has been saying that over and over. He's been, he even, he annoyed black men, saying that over and over. There is this guy who goes by Black Male First on YouTube, a very misogynist, a very black woman hater account. And he was so angry that, Auston told the truth that, black passport bros are going abroad, not because they don't like the attitude or the behavior of black American women, but because they don't like the blackness of black American women. So that account tweeted, I regret ever defending or promoting Auston Holleman. Adjustment will be made in the future so this never happen again. He is caught tweeting at the Auston tweet I mentioned earlier. So yeah, Auston Holleman has been telling the truth about what motivates passport bros to go abroad. What motivates passport bros to go abroad is hatred for blackness. They are going abroad to get non-black women, and a lot of people would a lot of black men have been pushing back and saying that if they all they wanted is non-black women, they could have those women here in in America. Yeah, and they would be like, there are like the majority of America is non-black, so if they wanted non-black women, they could have them here. But the thing is, like this guy says, you cannot get the good-looking ones here.
Women love money. Women love a man that can take care of her and her bills and whatever children you have with her. If you can give her comfort, give her luxury, that makes up for not being young. That makes up for being old, crusty, You know what I'm saying? So these dudes, they obtain the bag so they can get those young hot tenderonis. Sounds like what I'm trying to do, right? I'm obtaining the bag so I can get the hot tenderonis of my dreams, things I didn't get as a teenager or a guy in his 20s, because I always struggled getting over an 8. Like, I think I slept with like a few 7s in my life. Most of the women I slept with were 4, 5s, and 6s, bro. That was my lane my whole entire life. And anytime I tried to cross over that boundary of 8, 9, and 10, man, they they pushed me back. You see what I'm saying?
Because the good look, you could not afford them. You could not afford the good looking black women here, so you have to go abroad to get them, because where your money, your dollars give you an advantage, so you can get the women, you can the non-black women you could not get here. So yeah, so the passport bro movement is inspired by hatred for black women, and they are going abroad looking for non-black women, which, as you guys may know, I support. I consider passport bros misogynist, extremely misogynist. So of course, I want them to stay away from black women here in America, or abroad. So it's good that their hatred for black women is keeping them away from black women, which is a good thing. Like this black girl said, our complexion is our protection in a way, right? Our blackness is saving us from this black women haters, these misogynists. That being said, Auston Holleman has been changing his tune recently. He is now saying that the reason the black passport pros do not like black women, black African women, black women anywhere, is not because they don't like blackness. It's because they have been traumatized by black American women. He's saying that they have been black American women have been treating black American men so badly that the black American men associate black women anywhere, with trauma. That they hate black women not because they hate their blackness, but because of the trauma they suffered, from black American women. And almost, when you have a bad accident in a car, so you start to fear all cars. All cars traumatize you. So that is what he's trying to say, that black American women treated black American men so badly that now black American men associate any black woman with trauma. And I'm like, okay, that's not true, but I know why he is doing this, because like I told you guys in a video, he is planning to go to America, back to Brazil, and so he doesn't have to pander to black women anymore. And so and another thing is, of course, when he's going back to Brazil, he needs those black men who hate black women. He needs them, right? He needs them to watch his videos. He needs them to donate to him. So he is now trying to regain their support by blaming black American women for the black passport men's, the black passport bros hatred for black women. So I was not surprised, because this guy should never be trusted. By the way, when he was talking, like, I was watching his Kenganda interview, and he kept on saying how black American women, men, around him didn't really like black women. He was saying that how people around him had bad stereotype about Africans, and I'm like, no, it cannot just be people around you. It probably is you too. And now I believe that whatever he was saying about other Black American men, he was actually talking about him. He himself doesn't like the blackness of Black women. It's not just the other black passport pros. He doesn't like the blackness of Black women. He looks down on African women. He thinks African women are not clean, or like all the stereotypes he said other American men held out, Black American men held about African women. I think he also holds it. And now I think we will hear it freely once he moved back to his favorite country in the world, Brazil. And I truly believe that once he moves to Brazil, he would be telling us even more of his honest views about Africans, which would be that he hates African women. He will say a lot of nasty stuff about African women, because we have already seen it. I mean, he hasn't even left the continent yet, and he's saying that 80% of the women he dated were below his standard. And he actually also posted that same tweet, post. I mean, similar post on his community wall today. So he is not only standing by his insult, but he is doubling down on it. So, but this would be a lesson for us, because Austin's hatred for African women should have been already known, because when someone hates Black American women, it is almost a given that that person hates all Black women. So this guy, it's obvious that he hates Black American women, and we should not have expected him to like Black African women. He was just using Black African women. He was using Africa. He was using Black African men. He was using Black African women, while he was waiting for Brazil to get sorted out, for Brazil to quieten down. And now that Brazil seems to have quietened down, Brazil seems to be ready to take him back. So he has ramped up the attack against Black African women. And if you think about it, this guy hates Black women, right? And he has been forced to deal with Black women for the last 6 months. Imagine how much hatred he has bottled up, how much hatred is inside that he could not verbalize. But now he feels liberated to verbalize that hatred, to tell how he truly feels about African women. And I think as he gets closer and closer to returning to Brazil, we are going to hear more and more, insults against African women coming from him. Just like I said, he has already posted another community wall post saying that 80% of the African girls he had to deal with were below his standard, and this is going to continue, and we should not be surprised. I mean, anyone who hates a segment of the Black female population hates the whole Black female population. And what I mean by that is this guy, obviously, he was very obvious. He was very open in his hatred for Black American women. So we should have expected, and we should have known that that hatred would transfer to to the rest of the Black female population, to Black African women. So we should not have we should have expected it, that this guy is going to to be a hater of Black African girls. And he has shown us that he truly does hate Black African girls. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.